Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure entirely what I'm going to do today. I did daily stuff this morning. Did a bunch of selling. Did some fishing. I bought a ton of turnips. Playing the stock market hard. Oh, okay, no new mail. I forgot to come back. I was going to order stuff, but so yeah, I bought a lot of turnips. I have a couple potential quests. I might try to get the village up and go. Not the village, the island up and going. I think that might be kind of interesting. I have the equipment, I think, to do it. Anyway, oh, probably should not have just my fishing rod, since I pretty much have claimed I'm not going to fish the whole time. Now, where did I keep my stuff, though? Up here, I think. Yeah. I don't need the shovel, though, because I don't have anything going on. Um... Hmm. Maybe do some little errands. I like blanked where Bill lived. I'm like, oh yeah, he's been next to me this whole time. I would have never found him. Dang it, Biddy. I don't know if I ever noticed that the mosquitoes made noise. I have the headphones in a little more than I normally. Wait, Spike? I feel like he moved in just now, like in the afternoon. I swear he wasn't here when I came played this morning. Who is Bell? I love it's like, who are you? You apparently live in my town, but I don't know who you are. No, the moon is from the Harvest Festival, which happens on the 10th of September. Okay, I have no clue where you are then. Well, someone got mad. Or sad, I guess. Please be here. Because if you're not, I have no clue. Great. I swear, this guy moved in the afternoon, and I don't remember that ever happening before. Because I swear he was not here this morning when I played. And I always thought they moved in the first time you played for a day. Belle would probably be... My thought is they visit other villagers more often. So I'm hoping she's in one of these acres over here. If she's not, I have no clue. This is just like my quest to find Joanne this morning. So obnoxious. She was in the last acre I found. I looked the first time. Went back to, again. Was in the new last acre. Because the first time I look, I look like these acres up top. Go to this side, clear out this entire area. Go down here, clear out this entire area. She was literally in B1, that little portion below. And then when I got done, I came back here. Went back here, so I went all the way around here, looked around here, up here, all the way through here, and she was in that little section to the right of D3. It was so annoying. One thing I need to do soon is I need to make patterns, but I'm really slow at doing them, so I don't want to be like streaming while doing it. Because I think I want to make, like, pixel art of, some of the Nintendo stuff. See what it looks like. Okay, you're not in your right acre. I've already been over here. There you are. I love how they forget that they borrowed it from someone else. Like, they somehow knew it was Butch's, even though it was 3 people lent it. That's fine. Money is always better. Because I would have almost certainly sold whatever he gave me anyway. Okay. So I don't know how to find the spider. I know it's in fruit trees, from what I understand, but I don't know how to find it. Like, do I just run into the fruit tree, or do I have to actually shake it? Okay, you have to shake the tree. Okay. And I'm assuming it also follows the rule where it can't have more than one bug in the same acre, so if there's a mosquito up there, it won't be in that acre. I wonder, does it have to have fruit in the tree? Because I wonder if I can find a fruit tree that's like good position like this one. Could I just like shake it, leave, come back? Kinda tempted to see. Why did I shake that tree? Because, again, following that same rule, there was a cricket in that acre. Whoops. Gonna try this a couple times more. So do you have any tips on how to catch bees? Because I am terrible at it. And that's actually one thing I'm going to try to do later today. You know, I should look up if they actually spawn at this time of day. Oh, I love it. They don't. I am literally doing this for nothing. Oh, wait. No, they do. They're all day. In this game only. Yeah, I definitely never did in this game. I know I did in New Horizons. I don't remember if I ever did in the other games either. Go away. I probably won't do this much longer. Mainly because I'm, probably gonna move on to other things. I don't want it to be this back and forth the whole time. Instead, I'm gonna go try catch... Well, actually, I probably... Okay, 2 more times. Nope. Oh, okay. So, I'm forgetting how my town is laid out. I'm literally looking for the ramp and going the wrong direction. Actually, I guess I don't know what's on the island. I'm gonna go see if, I'll bring a shovel just in case. Oh, actually, I need to do something with this axe as well. Gotta go defend ourselves against Lulu. This tree isn't gonna grow, so I want it gone. I didn't space that far enough from Nooks. Because it upgraded before it would have grown had Nooks not upgraded beforehand. See, one of my problems with the spider is all of my fruit trees seem to be like in super awkward spots. Like, I guess that one's not. I'll try that. Well, no, there's already a cricket in the Seiko. Hola! How are you doing today? Okay. Call me... Okay. I'm not quite sure exactly what all stages I need to do. That's good. Not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing today. It's not raining, so I don't have to fish the whole time, because there's nothing else to do. I think I'm going to try to get this island going, though. And I don't know entirely what I'm supposed to do. It is on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've been streaming for a little bit. My kind of hope is that it'll be kind of like a passive thing where I stream through like an entire calendar year to complete everything that there is in the game. That's my passive kind of hope. I don't think there's anything exclusive to the island other than enter destination. I think it's... How do you spell this? I need a spell check because I don't want a typo. We are clearly going to the Bahamas. See, unfortunately though, my first... Well, other than the first stream, which was just a starting out stream, my next three all featured rain. Which kind of made things boring, because wasn't a lot to do. I'm pretty sure I've only ever gone to this island once. Because I think we went to the island and then we lent out our Game Boy connected to someone and they never returned it. Because I actually bought a new one fairly recently. Now you can tee off your Game Boy. Oh, so it just literally wants it to be connected. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I forgot I can make a flag for it. Definitely getting me some coconuts. know in future games the island actually has, like, unique stuff. I think in this it's literally just coconuts. Lots of them, though. Who is my islander? Flash. So do I, like, drop things for him to do? Does he pick things up? Someone told me... Well, I thought City Folk... Didn't the island... I thought the island existed in City Folk. Or maybe it's New Leaf I'm thinking of. I don't know. See if that works. Go pick something up. I have the Game Boy, and nothing's happening on the Game Boy screen. This is a boring house. Wow. Do they, like, get a nicer house? Yeah, I might be then, because I know there's an island that's, like, eternally summer. Come on, pick it up. Because there's literally nothing on the Game Boy screen. What is in here? This is like my house away from home. Yep. Oh, I'm definitely gonna decorate this. It will? I'm like... I've literally never done the island stuff, so... So if I just knock all these off, he'll also pick those up? Let's hope. Okay, I want to test that out before I come back here with furniture. Oh, it's definitely doing something. Oh, that's kind of cool. Animal Island. I wish I could show this. Where is it saving to, though? No, I do not. It's like a it's like a kind of mini game, it looks like. So the coconuts were a waste of time. I shouldn't have done that. Oh wait, no, he just dropped coconuts. Oh, note to self, don't drop the money, he also will eat that. He will literally also eat the money. Okay, I want to see how much money that actually makes. Wait, can I not go, like, more than once a... Like, how often can I go? Okay. I was worried. Yeah, I wish I could have shown what was going on the Game Boy Advance screen. There's a like a little mini game. Oh, apparently you can hear the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, pretty much. Walk straight out the door. It's been ages since I've seen you. So I was moving all the money like right near the shore in a hopes that he would, like, I would collect it all at once. And then when he walked over and just started eating the money, I'm like, oh, that wasn't my intention. $100. I wonder if this, the number increases based on, like, what you're dropping and stuff. He apparently did. Oh, 10,000 bells? What? Thank you very much, Islander. I can now tell, like, earlier someone, like, a couple streams ago, I talked about the island, and they mentioned it being a great place for money. I didn't realize it was like that. Oh, so you have to update the furniture with your catalog. That's probably going to be tricky. Okay, this kind of throws a loop for my plans, though, because I originally wanted to have Yeah, I do. So I originally wanted to have the cabana set on my main floor and the modern set on my top floor, but I feel like the cabana set, this screams good for this area. Like a tropical island, and I didn't remember I had to do that, like, this was something I could do. So I feel like I want to have the cabana set here. I just realized I should have had him eat the seashells. Oh well. Yeah, I don't have anything on that one. You know, the funny thing is, I actually had my Game Boy Advance out before I even thought about going to the island on this, because I always have it sitting here from when I played Final Fantasy Tactics, because I just played on the Game Boy Advance, since my DS charger doesn't work real well, and I'm pretty sure Bishmay stole my SP. I mean, borrowed forever without returning. It was so weird though, when I was playing through Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, like half of my days I would just be sitting in the back room, huddled by a lamp, playing a Game Boy Advance. Because I don't have a screen light. It's like 2022 and I'm playing this super old system, huddled near a light. Okay, I'm definitely going to start thinking of where to put coconut trees. And I'm thinking I want to cut down the trees real close to the coast because I want them replaced with coconuts. So I'm going to go actually get the axe again. That's one thing I like a lot from future games, is that they have a more proper beach rather than just the super abrupt. I can never find my house. It's like a maze trying to find it. Because like my original plan was the modern set up here and cabana set down here. Which I have like one cabana item and one modern item. But I'm definitely feeling cabana set on the island. That fits a lot better. So now I have a new plan. This also throws me off somewhat because I had pseudo-planned... Because my thought is, since I'm going to be playing... Since my plan is to play this game for a year, all these houses are going to get built. All of them are going to be maxed out. So I had a kind of spreadsheet on what I was going to do. Yeah, New Horizons, I feel like the beach is too big because because the whole game is centered around modifying your area, and the beach is limiting. Specifically the giant rocks. Because I think No, New Horizons probably is the biggest beach, thinking of it. Okay. This tree is definitely coming down. And so is this one. So I'm definitely not planting the tree right there, though, because if a bug is on it, it's impossible to get. So my thought is... here? And then... here? I'm pretty sure in my old town we always try to plant them on the sand for whatever reason. And I don't think it ever really worked out well. Okay, this definitely needs one somewhere. Hopefully these grow. I don't know if there's a specific, it has to be so close to the ocean mechanic, or just can it be in this Ica and it would be fine. I feel like I want this tree gone too. I'm guessing, because my guess is it's probably just this acre. Because that's how the salmon mechanic works. Because a salmon only can spawn in the acre that has the river mouth. However, it's the only fish that really spawns in this acre once it's here. So it could be here, or up here, and it's the same salmon. So I'm guessing it's by the acre and not necessarily by the exact proximity. At least I'm hopeful. Meanwhile, this person drew a house in the perfect spot for this. Though, this works too. Actually, this is probably the spot I wanted. And then one final one. Let's go there. So that means 1, 2... I don't remember how many I planted. 8? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, yeah, 8. So I definitely don't need this axe anymore. At least for the time being. This still bothers me so much that he moved. I swear he was not here this morning. Okay. Actually, I don't need the shovel either. I only had the shovel for the island, which I didn't need to actually have it for. So my thought is I'm gonna go try a hunt for the bees. And probably fail miserably. So I'm thinking I want to make sure I have a good path out. Because I know in future games there's a trick to it. But in this game, I don't know of a trick. I'm gonna be so nervous every time something happens. Okay. See, they're like so much faster. Like, in future games, I swear you can run and gain like a ton of ground on them. In this game, I have no clue how it's supposed to be done. I think I did technically come from the wrong angle. Because I think you were supposed to come from a side angle and I came from the front, which gave me less time. Don't switch acres? I thought you were just supposed to run. Huh. That changes the acres that I'm gonna do then. Actually, this might be a really good acre if that's the case. Because you just run around. If I can, you know, avoid the sign. I guess that is true. I always thought that affected everything universally, though. And not just me. I don't know. Probably Tort Timer. I mean, don't you lose money in trees? I can't even remember which ones I've shaken. If your don't change acres theory is right, I definitely want to have ones on the edges of acres. To give me as much space as I can. I was ready to take off. I thought that was a net thing. So I mean, that's the key to the trick in future games is when you equip a item, you immediately face south. So what you're supposed to do in future games is always do it from one of these sides and then run straight north and then equip the item and you'll turn south and swing. And that's the reason it's easier in future games. See, pivot... Oh! I wonder if I should immediately pause right when it falls out. Do that. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Which is gonna go so terribly because I, like, don't think when something's falling out of the tree. Like, my brain turns off for a split second. Okay. I think my setup was right. I just didn't run far enough. Or actually, did I run too far? Because it looks like the bees gain on you. I feel like I ran too far. Because unlike future games, I don't think you can outrun the bees in this one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because when I was trying to run the acres, they gained on me very fast. And regardless of the lag between loading acres, I don't think that even accounts for everything that happened. I think they gained on me just being faster than me. I might have also not paused ideally. I think I paused a little later than I needed to. Because again, my brain freezed when I saw it come out. Oh. Well, there's no spider there. I'm also curious if the bees follow the same rules as the other insects do. Like, do I have to be the only bug in the acre? Because I really don't remember that or not. And conversely, that means if that's true, if I can't find a bug in the acre, that means there's bees in the acre. Okay, there were bells somewhere around here, aren't there? Okay. It took a minute. I feel like this might be the perfect one if the bee straight line theory is correct. Because, like, these two trees, you'd immediately do that and that. There's still a lot of unknowns for me, though. I don't know if bees are faster than me. I don't know if I'm supposed to chain acres or just run away. I am thinking that the Never in Acres that have a bug already in them, though. Okay, so that means don't go very far. Wait, there's a spider right there! The Wikia lied to me. The Wikia says they're only in fruit trees. I have been betrayed. I should. Though the Wikia seems to have like a lot of conflicting things in this game, and part of that is because even the guidebook of this game has conflicting things. Because I own the guidebook to this game, and it tells me that bugs that are in this month exist that don't. It tells me that fish in this month exist that don't, and it tells me that I can't get things that I can. And then the Wikia tells me that I can't get a Walker Cicada in this month, but you can. I feel like a lot of this game has kind of become uncertain because of how old it is. They don't update anything. It's kind of hearsay rather than actual confirmations. Yeah, just that game you made 20-some years ago, it's incorrect. Or that guidebook you wrote, how dare you. And there's actually a huge advantage of the mess-ups. Because apparently, this month, at the very beginning, for whatever reason, there's no sea bass. And it doesn't seem like it's entirely intentional, since there's no real explanation for there being no sea bass. But it makes the ocean fishing, like, super profitable. Okay, I'm definitely going off of the idea that any acre that has bugs, though, won't have bees. So I see no bug, so there might be a bee. Yeah, there's like no in-game explanation for it at all. Because at first I thought I was like blessed by the sea gods, but no, it's just straight up. There's no fish other than the barred knife jaw, and red snapper. Why that is, who knows? You know what's going to happen is one of these is going to have it, and it's not going to be the one I'm expecting. I'm going to get in a terrible position because of that. So they come back slowly. From what I read, they come back slowly after like the 11th or the 10th or 11th, but they're still rare. And then they come back in full force like the 15th. And there just seems to be no real reason for it. Some of these I really don't want it to be in. Because my thought is, if the bees are in fact faster, that means I do not want to shake it from anywhere but a left or right orientation. Because that'll give me one extra space lead on the bee. Because the thing always drops behind. I love how I say that and then do something else entirely. Yeah. Though I don't think aiming is a problem, because I think as long as... I think they come straight line at you, and I think the hitbox of the net's fairly large in this game. To make up for fishing being the hardest in the franchise in this game, I think bug catching is the easiest. Except for the bees. The bees suck. But I think bug catching... Thank God that wasn't a hive, because I was looking away. I'm like an autopilot shaking these things. I just looked away and looked at... Two? Is there a limit to beehives? I was going under the idea that they respawned. I'm looking it up now. Oh. That makes it even worse. That also makes it so it's probably just like an better off daily task where just like go around shaking literally every tree. Because that probably means they're on trees that I don't want them to be in. Because I'm guessing that means they're like in trees, like in the middle of a bunch of trees. Which make it very difficult. Because I've been intentionally not shaking some of these trees. Because I just didn't think even if there was one here I could catch it. Okay. That probably cost me, but... Yes, that cost me. Okay, I'm gonna turn if I find one again. And see if they can turn well. So I have 2 more to find if they can only spawn 5, because I just looked that up and saw 5 as the number. Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other games. Oh, there's actually something. A drum. Taiko drum. That's the big one. Like, it's not as bad as, like, in the future games when you're hunting for tarantulas and scorpions and just get actually mauled. So in that time, I don't think you can gauge the distance that you actually have to run. Because I definitely paused twice and cost myself a bunch of time. Because, like, this tree is one I would never shake. Well, actually I might have, but from the other side. That's because I paused and then I paused again and it would reset. I think I cost myself an extra step on that. Hola. Because I don't think I've shaken these trees, which is probably smart because this one would be impossible. It's really good there wasn't one there. I had no plan on where I had to go. Okay, it's getting to the point where I think I've shaken basically everything. I probably didn't shake these for some very obvious reasons. Okay. So I'm just gonna try a turn. Oh, they can't turn! They can't turn! That's how you do it! Okay. So even though I think that might have been basically the last one, because it's 4-2-5, it's not a guarantee. I do think that helped a lot. That's how you do it. You don't do this method at all. That's garbage. Like, honestly, the turn is so wide that you probably don't even have to do the net pause beforehand. Like, they do not turn. I think the only trees I haven't shaken at this point are in my own acre. Okay, I think that is basically all of them. I really do like that I figured out that, though. So even though I didn't catch anything, it was a useful experiment. Because I actually swung way too early. I wonder, does eating a fruit... There's no medicine in this game, so is there a way to cure this? Or is it just saving? I want to go check. Because I haven't... Every time that I've done this in the past, I've always immediately... I've always been doing this right before I left for the night. So I want to see the saving and coming back. I know save and continue doesn't do it, because I tried that. So let's try save and quit. And then come back in. Yeah, it's one of those, didn't get the result I wanted, but did get info. I do. I have actually a bunch. I only have one memory card that has a town on it. Because, yeah, you need the second memory card for Nookingtons. Okay, saving and quitting does. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do it off stream just because of the way the setup works. My current setup, if I turn off the GameCube, problems happen. So I don't want to turn off and have them switch the memory cards out. Actually, I don't think I did this one. I think I avoided this acre. Oh, nice. Hazmat. Why is a hazmat barrel in a tree? There were many questions. The old file is actually funny because it was the file me and my sister played when we were little, and for whatever reason, I had always thought we were like really good at this game, did all this stuff and everything. I went in on the file, and together we caught about 15 species of fish, 10 species of bugs. We had, for whatever reason, cut down almost every tree in our town. However, we clearly prepared for it because we kept an entire basement on one of the files of fruit. Like, there were just rows of fruit. And we cut down all the fruit trees. We cut down all the trees, actually, with the exception of, like, one little patch. I have no clue what in the world we were doing. Apparently, we were showing that we had dominion over nature. That must be it. But it was just so weird because my sister time traveled all the time, so our town's dates like super weird. We had like nothing in our museum. It was just really odd. But we somehow had, like, literally 10,000 flowers. Like, every single acre had a ton of flowers. My dog is going crazy. I'm not sure if... Olivia sold me a peach earlier, which is great. Wow. I was, like, actually excited. I'm like, oh, that's a thing. I can get the kitty chair. Nope. This is like my favorite of my village, the towns, the villages, houses. It is still not great, like there's no bed at all, she can't sleep ever. Or she sleeps sitting up in a chair. However, immediately to the south is the least favorite house. Oh, she's not here right now. She's clearly out killing people. This house is so creepy. There's like 8 beds. And like a slide and then gyroids, and that's it. That is true. Like that table might as well just be a bed. It is Lulu. It's a hippo. It is creepy. Like, it is just weird. Though, honestly, this is, like, the most player-type house. Like, I could see someone at this stage, if they had access to furniture, doing this. Wait, where was Belle? Because Belle is not... Belle is in the acre south of her house. Because I remember Belle was not home earlier. Oh yeah, it is like a complete psychopathic house. It's the reason I have to carry an axe around it sometimes, because I have to protect myself. Because Lulu is insane. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I was just looking at the houses to see if I liked them or not, and then Lulu moved in, and I went in, and it was, like, unsettling. It's like, what is this place? Oops. Simple paper. I think I actually like simple paper. Yeah. I don't think it's the best, but I think I do decently like it. I think all that's left is Spike and Bill? I think I've asked everyone else. And I don't remember where Spike lives. And he's not here right now. Because I'm pretty sure I asked both of those up there. Bill should be over up there, Spike. Oh, I know. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty easy errand, so it's not a huge deal. Wow! This is... This is rude. Like... This is shockingly... I love how rude these characters are sometimes. Yeah, I'll finish the errand before I... Though apparently, I think Wild World has some really bad lines if you hit your villagers with nets. More stationary! Just what everyone wanted! Rainbow Pay was not bad. I was expecting like a cloud with rainbow on the background and I would have hated it. So, like, this house is kind of cool, but it's super impractical for an actual house. Yeah, Wild World, if you attack the villagers with nets, they will get really mad at you. And some of the lines they say are, like, honestly just beyond what should have been allowed. Like, I think one literally wants you to go to jail and your house burned down. It's... I'm actually surprised not more of these people are giving away others' possessions like like it's nothing. Wild World is... I feel like it's the game that if you were to skip is the least missed. It's not that it's bad, and honestly I think it's probably better than City Folk. But I don't think it does as much as City Folk. Like, City Folk does a lot more, I just think it has a lot of flaws that cause it to have problems. Wild World, it just doesn't... It's like the light version of this game. So City Folk, I like City Folk, other than the fact that there's grass degradation and your entire town becomes a desert after, like, 2 months. That's why City Folk is terrible. The actual gameplay is good. It's just... it has that kind of irredeemable quality. Like, I hate that. Like, the fact that your town can become a desert overnight is just... that is so disheartening. Because I think the game, it does enough good that it's still better. City Folks has two problems. It's a desert after just a short time, and it's the economy of the game gets ruined very quickly because City Folks fishing is overpowered. So nothing, you never have to worry about expenses like immediately. Which, I mean, New Horizon has that same problem for a different reason. Because, well, you can go to people's towns and sell turnips for 10,000, like 1,000 bells. Go back here. Oh yeah, I'll check to see if the, there is Lulu. Oh yeah, that's the psychopath, by the way. My town has an absurd amount of hippos. I don't know why. Oh yeah, Lulu wanted a bug. I forgot about that. Well, it has, but in previous games you either had the Wii's basically non-existent Wi-Fi or direct connection with the DS. New Horizons, I kind of discussed this in a previous stream of someone, where I think the flaw to me with New Horizon was that I think they focused so heavily on visiting people's towns that they kind of forgot about playing the game by yourself. It seems like there's never been so little to do with the villagers. Like, there's a ton to do, but it's all, like, customization of your own town, building, like, everything, like, for your own benefit without really having a... It loses a lot of the charm to me. I think it's a very fun game, I just think it loses a lot of that charm. Like, if you had New Horizons core gameplay with New Leaf's town interaction, you would have an amazing game. Because I love the public work services, all of those things. I just think New Horizon missed a little bit for me. New Horizons, again, I feel like the customization of the town is really neat. The placing items outside, I really like that. And I really like that element of the game. And I'm iffy on the crafting. I hate the fact that the golden tools break. Like, it would be fine if the shovel broke. The golden shovel should not break. That is upsetting. So, like, if they took all of that, but put it to the same charm as, like, a normal Animal Crossing game, I think you would have a really, really good game. It's just, New Horizons... I feel like if you didn't have a big group of people to play with, New Horizons was mediocre. So I honestly didn't do almost any customization, but I understand it being nice. Like, oddly, my town was really kind of cool when it started. It had an island because the river split in two different areas, and the river met back in. So it actually took almost the max amount of bridges just to connect everything to my island. So I think I widened like a pool or something like that at the top, get more fish spawns, and that was it. Well, you pretty much had to, though, because New Horizons didn't give you anything to work with otherwise. That's where I'd say the problem of New Horizons was. Is if you didn't have a, like, headcanon storyline, that was it. there was nothing else. Where is Belle? I think Belle is the last person I haven't asked for an errand. So I know me and my sister in our very first town basically did the same thing. Well, not to that extent. A similar storyline with Spork. We, for whatever reason, had like, because in this game you could buy those signposts, and we literally barricaded his house around with like warning all over the place with these signposts. And the whole storyline was that he was deranged. I should have kept some of the furniture this morning. Oh yeah, I want to check... Because I want to do this. I'm not going to do it on stream because I'm super slow at thinking things through and like this. But the Mabel sisters... What do you get to work with? Actually, did I ask you for a favor? Nope. So they are, I think, done with favors. Do you just make your own? Okay. Oof. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to do... Yeah, I haven't played New Horizons in a very long time. Because the last time I played, they had not done the update that had Blathers and stuff. Or not Blathers, the Roost. Because I think I played literally for exactly one calendar year. And I finished the bugs, sea creatures, and fish, and that was it. I knew a bunch of people that would travel to each other's towns for red, but I never did that. So my art stuff was never finished. And I think the fossils... I think the fossils were. Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to do. So I think I get... I think I get 6 letters every morning. So I want to do this. Thank goodness it's the second item. Because I'm getting tired of having to drop my lottery tickets. Oh, I know. Yeah. I think I saw them on one of the islands when I did a tour and just noped out of there immediately. I think this is the 4th one. So that gave me the storage to put downstairs. I came down here thinking I was going to drop them off, and then I realized, oh wait, I never got them. My radio's over here. I think I want to switch. Yeah, I like reggae better than surfing. So if you say they have sea bass, I'm kind of curious now. Actually, Belle is, I think, the last one I haven't asked. And no. Nice. That's the trade-off. I think easiest bug catching in the series is in this game. Hardest fishing by far. I mean, that's the thing. The sad thing is, though, is that's pretty much what you had to do to give life to the islands on New Horizon. Because if you didn't do that, the character's dialogue basically got repetitive after a day. Okay, giant catfish is one of the few things I have missing still. Probably something super small in the middle, though. My biggest oh, no, never mind. I was like, my biggest concern is that they lied about the appearance of the giant catfish time, but I actually did see one. I just missed on catching it. So that is basically, I'm not sure if you ever played Bravely Default. It's a turn-based RPG on the DS. That is basically my entire enjoyment out of that game was made-up stories. I don't think that's big enough. Because Bravely Default had the big problem of, it repeated itself a lot. Come on, run away, fishy. Like, Bravely Default, it's a really, really good game for the first half. Which is basically the only half, because of the problem of Bravely Default. Bravely Default has a distinct issue after you finish chapters 1 through 4, which are really, really well done, you then get to play chapters 1 through 4, as chapters 5, and then chapter 6, and then chapter 7 are just complete rehashes of chapters 1 through 4. Just stronger. It is super disappointing in that regard. It looks a little bigger, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that's big enough. Well, it didn't matter. I wasn't going to catch it with that effort. I don't think it was anyway. Looking at the size comparison. So, literally, when you finish chapters 1 through 4, you like this Great Rift Valley, or what, I forget the exact phrasing it's called. You do some battle, you activate some crystal, you were literally sent back in the past And literally, Chapter 5 is just redoing Chapters 1 through 4. Like, in its entirety. Yeah. Chapter 6, it does the exact same thing, except there's differences to it slightly. And some of it works because the first playthrough, like, it would work almost, because the first playthrough you have, there were a lot of tragedies that happen because of things that you didn't know that were going on. And the second time you play through Chapter 5, you correct all of the tragedies that happened because you knew what was going on. You knew the things that were going on behind the scenes. But it does it again in Chapter 6. And it then does it again in Chapter 7. And yeah. Well, Chapter 7, kind of. Because it doesn't completely do it in Chapter 7. Chapter 7, the world is becoming unstable, is the idea, and you have the enemies also realize something's up at the end of chapter. Like, some of the real smart enemies on chapter near the end of Chapter 6 are aware something's going on. By Chapter 7, everyone is aware things are going on, and it just becomes challenge mode. And the funny thing is, so Bravely Default, if you play the first 4 chapters, you've basically played the entire game. The funny thing is, there's a demo that was free that covers the first 4 chapters. So you literally basically play the true story of the game through that demo. Like, yeah, you don't get to see the, like, corrected path, or whatever it's called, but it's not a big loss. More or less, yes. Like, I feel like if you play chapters 1 through 5, you basically get it. Yeah, you don't get the twist ending. Like, there is a twist to it, but it's not worth enough. And I think they actually... I don't want to say it exactly in case anyone ever wants to play, even though I gave them just a great reason not to play. There is a twist to it that the game actually uses the way that the title screen is shown to spoil you of the twist, or at least warn you of it, but you don't pick up on it unless you know it's coming. I was not even trying to catch that. Like, you would never pick up on it until after the fact. Because once you've played the game, if you go back and play it, you'll see that chapter and know exactly what it's doing, and it's foreshadowing. So it's there's a lot of good that the game does, but yeah, the reusing the entirety of the first 4 chapters 3 times is not good. That is pretty much the definition of not good. It's so weird, too, because the game, like, all the way up until that point... so Chapter 8 is technically, but Chapter 8 is very short. Chapter 8 is basically just the final pseudo area and then 2 boss battles. There's also a hilarious way to break the combat in the game. There was actually a way to make it so that you can do the entire the final boss battle without taking damage. Because there's an ability that should make it so that you can't do anything but set up, and then the one character's out of commission for a while. I think it's called like stillness. And what it does is it makes it so all damage that is taken during that turn is negated. Except for the next 2 turns is negated, except that character shouldn't be able to move for 2 turns, it's like 4 turns. So there should be a huge payoff. But there's another ability that will give all of your party an additional turn the next turn. And there's a way to combine it where you can then repeat turns that doesn't have the same penalty, and it actually lets you always move ahead of the boss. Always, so the 3 characters will damage the boss, and then the last character that moves will negate all damage that will take into you. And then you can do it again the next turn. And the next turn. And you can just beat the entire game without taking damage. Well, once you unlock that. It is so stupidly broken. And the stupid thing is, the game itself tries to use a makeshift of that strategy against you in Chapter 7. Which is the only reason you would ever even notice it. Because normally I don't think you would ever think about that the combo that causes that. There must be a stupid little fish in the middle there. You know, and the funny thing is, I still really did enjoy the game. It's just, it has some major flaws. I don't think that's the right size, but I'll try to catch it regardless. Oh, lovely. Oh, I can see the small one in the middle already. Because I'm pretty sure the only fish that I have left to catch are the giant catfish that's exclusive to this acre, and then the large char, which is exclusive to the waterfall acre. And then I'm done for fish that I can catch in September. Well, except sea bass, which I didn't realize had started spawning again. It's up top. My only concern with this one is that there's probably some other mechanic at play than just being in this spot. And because the information in this game is not exactly easiest to figure out. Dead center somewhere. Nope, right there. there. Catching the stupid Arapaima was so annoying in this game. I saw so many before I finally caught it. I'm only gonna look a couple more times. This thing's frustrating because this river, there were spots that I can't actually catch from this side. However, the way my pond is set up, there are spots on both sides you can't catch. And there's actually a spot that it's really difficult to catch anything, no matter where you are. It's in the dead center, I see it. At least I think I see it. Oh no, it's up there. Now I see it. Okay, 2 more times and then I'm done with this area. Because I feel like the spawn rate for this thing is terrible. Because I'm pretty sure I've only seen one this entire time that I've played. And technically it didn't even have to be this. It could have been a junk. So City Folk, I think there are, again, I kind of mentioned earlier that the deforestation is a pretty terrible thing with it. Not deforest, the desertification of your towns. Like, I feel like that and that alone sours so much of that game. Holy crap. I literally just pulled out to recast, and I caught one of the rarer fish on complete accident. I will take it. So, City Folk, I feel like it's just so easy to give it a negative perception because of the desertification. Like, every little nitpicky thing you can say becomes such an issue because you're so mad about that element of the game. Because I don't think it's, like, a particularly bad game, exactly. The economy becomes pointless because eventually you can make so much money it's basically meaningless. Oh yeah, it's terrible. It happens immediately. Oh yeah. Never mind. If you didn't play that long, and it turns. It's really, really bad, and it's really frustrating that they had that decision, because I feel like with the city, with the like Gracie furniture that you have like end goals for, I feel like it would be passable. And it's weird because I feel like Wild World is the one that if you skip any of them would be the best one to skip, because I think it does the least. City Folk, I think, is the worst. Even though that seems contradictory, saying that the one you could skip but the other one's the worst, because I think City Folk at least introduces enough concepts. It just fails at its executions. Well, Wild World, for the most part, it's this game light. It's this game but less. The big gimmick of Wild World is basically that they got rid of acres. And that's it. Now, that all being said, and I'm not sure if this is honestly going to happen or not, because this is way out in the future planning. I have a thought, because I can actually stream Wild World, City Folk, and New Horizons alongside this game. I had a thought of maybe once this game's like brand playthrough is over, to just literally go right into the next game. Not sure if it's going to happen again, because I don't even know if this game is going to get finished. Because planning out, this is like day 10 of this town's existence. I'm kind of curious if that's. I won't try very long for the sea bass, but. And again, I don't think you're necessarily wrong when you say you disliked City Folk. Because I do think it's the worst game in the series. I just think it introduced enough to justify playing it over Wild World if you did pick one of the two. New Leaf is probably my favorite game of them, and unfortunately it's the only game that I have no capabilities of streaming it. Outside of emulating it, but meh. That opens up a doorway that I do not want to go after. Because that's the thing, this is actually played on the GameCube itself, because my setup is actually... For me, I definitely give the nod to New Leaf. I just think the amount of things that you can do, and the amount of... like the community work projects, all of the quality of life stuff, the expanded number of things. I just think overall quantity outweighs somewhat the quality that this game has somewhat of an advantage on. Because I do think from a villager interaction standpoint, this one probably is the best, because that's more or less the whole point. So yeah, I think this game is where villager interaction peaks, because that's the entire point of this game. But I think New Leaf overcomes that by the just sheer volume of content you have at your disposal. To me, at least. I could definitely see if someone else said the other way. If the villager content, the villager interaction was what drove the series, and that's why they liked this first. Because I think this game, you can have 15 villages. Like, all others, it caps at like 8. 8 or 10. And honestly, one thing that I also... It's not this game's fault. I think I slightly like this game in handheld mode than I like on console mode, so... I think by default, New Leaf is going to score higher just simply because of that. Like, regardless of anything going on with the gameplay itself, I just think I like being able to play on just wherever I want to go. Because I played a lot of the time with New Leaf just in between things. I'm barely watching. I keep missing fish because I'm barely paying attention to them. Oops. How to whiff. I was honestly, it sounds weird, I was hoping that was a sea bass because it felt easier to catch than normal. You have. It's weird. You know, and the sad thing is, give me a week and I'm gonna hate sea bass with, like, a burning passion. Because I know they come back in full force, like, at the end of next week. Another thing that hurts that's hurting me is the music is super chill on the 8 o'clock hour, and I'm like fishing near the ocean and like zoning out. Okay, 4. I'll maybe do the whole thing. 9. Oh god, 9 is worse. I always am tired at 9. So my biggest problem is going to be because of what my plan, like my ultimate plan for the thing is. All 4 houses are going to need to be sold, like paid off. And to do that, I'm going to need a lot of money. And this file is going to be able to pay it off while this fishing is great. The other 3 are not. So the other 3 are just going to have this terrible time. Which is part of the reason I'm buying so many turnips. Because I want to try and make like just an absolute stupid amount of money from the turnip trade to give me a head start. So this morning I bought like $300,000 of turnips. This one is on the final loan, and then the other 3 towns, the other 3 files haven't even started. I'm probably planning on starting each file new for a new season. So this one was the fall season. I guess technically, I don't know how this game breaks down seasons. I'm guessing it still counts this as summer. But I'm counting it as fall. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, probably tomorrow. I was originally gonna bring over fruits from the other town, but I actually have oddly gotten 3 fruits today. Like, my mom in this game sent me a cherry. Olivia sold me a peach, and I got the coconut. So all I have left is the orange and pear. So I don't think I'm actually going to use the other town's fruits to get my own here. I think I'm going to try to do it naturally. I say that, and then one of those, like the cherry tree won't grow, and I'll flip out. Yeah, there's a decent amount of villages that I would actually be okay with moving to my town from that old file. Though it would also be very, borderline cringy, potentially. Because I think me and my sister were very, very cringy on some of the things we did to the villages, if I remember right. So if they show old letters, it's like, oh crap. Oops. I don't care who moves in as long as it's not a hippo. Because I guess there's a hippo. Oh, Butch is actually in my town. But yeah, Rolo is a hippo, Lulu is a hippo, and Biddy is a hippo. And Spike is a rhinoceros, which is basically a hippo with a horn in this game. So I just want diversity of my characters. Like, give me a rabbit villager or something. Oh, I got bit by a mosquito. I'm like, what happened? I honestly couldn't even tell you who my villages were in most of my games. Like, I know... I think Tabby and Wart Jr. were two of the original villagers in this game that I had. I have no clue who my city folk villages are at all. Or my wild world. That's a boot. So, 4 more. And honestly, for that matter, I don't think I could tell you my New Horizons villages. Not that they really had any distinctive features, because, well, New Horizon villages. Pretty sure you turn. Yeah, I could start up the City Folk one, and I would have no clue who any of them. It would be a complete surprise. I think Savannah is in my New Horizons. I think I remember that. I remember very little of New Horizons. It's weird, because it's the one I played the most recent, and I remember so little about it. Probably because, again, I didn't care that much about the villager interaction. Okay, just 2 more fish. He is preparing you for that game. That is the ultimate foreshadowing. You may as well quit now. You know what's coming. I have no idea what my dog could possibly be seeing. It's dark out. Okay. That is a full load of fish. So I didn't catch the bee, but I got the information on it that I needed. Went to the island. Got the spider, which I don't know how. Stupid Wikia. I've literally been shaking fruit trees, and I have a feeling no insects can spawn on fruit trees. She's freaking out over something. Anyway, I think... I remember when I first started playing, that number seemed so unthinkably large. And then I remember paying, like, getting sold like a million bells from a turnips in New Horizon. It just doesn't have the same impact anymore. I should move these downstairs. Maybe the HRA won't hate me this time. I really like the lottery ticket mechanic. I just really wish it had a better way of going about it. Yeah, the raffle. Like, I wish there was just some way not to have like stacks and stacks of those things. I mean, I'm gonna eventually buy a bunch of, because I bought 4 of these. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these and put them downstairs for storage, which is eventually what I'm gonna do, but for now, it's just kind of laying down there. Oh yeah, I'll check one thing. Make sure there's no happenings going to happen soon. I don't think so, because I think on days Joanne comes, he doesn't say anything. Nope. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I've done pretty much everything that I either can do or planned on doing. And I don't want to just keep fishing, because then I'm just going to fall asleep, basically. The music's getting to me, and I've been up for a while. So, thanks for hanging out. It's fun talking. I don't know the next time I'm going to stream this game, because it's getting to the point where I have less to do other than daily tasks at the moment, and I don't know events. I have to look up the calendar. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm not gonna, like, it's not gonna go away forever, but I'm not sure the next time I stream this. Splatoon 3 is probably gonna be the next thing again. Continuing playing ranked and, finishing story in that. But have a good rest of your day, or night, or wherever you are, and have a good one.